You, you allowed me, all right. Which is entire screen? I wonder on this one. Let's see what happens.
So we are already on Facebook. So smile and be ready to rock.
Do you see my screen? Do you see the presentation?
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yes.
All right, let's start. My name is Marko, and I'm really happy to be here to share my knowledge with you guys. Hoping to help you a bit with social media marketing to make your ideas fly through social media. A little bit about myself. I don't know, do you see them? Presentation well, or you see the pictures are also on the right side now?
No, everything is perfect. So just continue.
Fine. Yes. I'm not that old, but I'm already 23 years in marketing. Last 10 years in social media marketing. After I graduated Estonian Business School MBA in marketing, I created my own company and been doing this my passion ever since. And along the way won some awards for creativity and efficiency in marketing. And I also do a lot of these similar kind of trainings for different interest group. About the company goal, it's a digital marketing company that specializes mainly in social media marketing. And what we do is we help companies to use social media channels to achieve their objectives. So everything from strategy, campaigns, design, content creation, cooperation with influencers, doing banner campaigns, apps and stuff like that we do. And what I like to talk with you today is a small introduction. I understand that the level of your experience in social media marketing is different. So my agenda here is to give an overview, maybe inspire some of you with some ideas or some solutions. And I hope the Q&A will be like interesting, and I can really answer the real questions you have regarding social media marketing. But let's start. What is social media marketing? You could say it's a lot of different things. What we see and what we think mainly when we say social media marketing is mainly content. Like companies have their presence in social media channels and they create content to these channels. But actually, it's much more. It's like mixed with all other digital marketing ways. And I could just read you a list of different things that we could talk about when we talk about social media marketing. First, and the most importantly, of course, the strategy. And that is the thing that most companies skip when they start doing social media. They don't understand exactly what they want to achieve, what is their objective, how much content, what kind of content should they do, should they boost it or not boost it, how big budgets, etc. And that's because they haven't figured out or haven't written down the strategy for social media marketing. So the strategy and the content plan is the first thing, then comes the content creation. Also very important topic is building the fan base. So you don't have like small pages where nobody can see your content. What we can talk about is reach, how to reach people in social media, what is organic reach, what is paid reach, how the engagement works for the reach. What we can also talk about is paid solutions, posting posts and creating banners. When we talk about banners, we can talk about different objectives for the banners, what we want to achieve with them, different banner types and placements. Of course, there is a Facebook pixel and it's possibility to optimize for conversion, not for clicks only. There comes like a little bit more advanced parts of the Facebook banner marketing, remarketing for people who have already visited your website or your customer list, creating custom audiences and lookalike audiences. Also, for example, how to crowdsource content or repost pictures that your customers have done with your product, for example, how to read insight, what to measure, and how to analyze that. And also there are like different tactical things like using takeovers or influencers and having a chatbot doing half of your marketing automatically. So this is like small introduction of different topics. We can't cover everything today here, but if you have questions regarding these things, you can write them down and ask later in the Q&A part. So this is the slide I use almost every time when I'm talking about social media and social media marketing. That gives you an overall idea with the situation in the world. How big are these channels? What is the most important and what comes next? So we see that Facebook already has 2.7 billion users around the world. Instagram a little bit over 1 billion, and the other channels a little bit less. And the social media like top page is on the world map. So you see that most of the world is blue. It means Facebook is #1 social media channel in these countries that are blue. Contact in Russia, of course, the most with the biggest social media channel, and WeChat in China, as the Facebook is not permitted in China. And there are some like irregularities that in Japan, for example, the Twitter is more popular than Facebook. So this slide shows us that through Facebook, we can access basically all the markets in the world, target different target groups in these countries. And it's basically a gateway to most of our target audience. So in this slide, you can see a couple of different social media channels and what makes them different or special. For example, I will try to move this thing a bit, sorry. LinkedIn is used mainly by professionals and mainly for like B2B marketing, social selling, networking, headhunting, career building, and personal brand. It's highly accurate and expensive for advertising. So if you are planning to do paid campaigns on LinkedIn, you have to have a huge budget and like a really good specialist to plan the campaign. Because when we have in Facebook, the cost per click, for example, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 cents per one click, then on LinkedIn, you could have 5 euros, 10 euros per one click. And but on the other hand, if you are doing B2B marketing and you are targeting a really narrow, really exact position in company's eyes and field, then you possibly could get like really high value traffic to your squeeze page or landing page. So this is actually the channel most of startups use in investor relations, for example, searching for talents, maybe promoting their product or service to potential influencers, for example. Facebook is mainly this for marketing purposes. It's B2B, B2C marketing, creating awareness, social proof. It's really easy to set up a Facebook page, put on some pictures of your product or descriptions of your service, and like share to your friends, see what happens. Quite many companies have their Facebook page before they have their website. So before they have even I don't know, like real business. They create Facebook page and they write down their idea there. For example, I've seen in this Ajujaht that these ideas or these startups or these teams create their Facebook page immediately if they start, when they start, and they will get their friends to follow these pages and get initial attention for their ideas before they start spending to build a website or stuff like that. So social proof is important part, yeah. Why to use Facebook, and also performance marketing, banners to get app downloads, to get subscriptions, to get sales, to get leads. Everything is really easy and quite exact and quite inexpensive to start. So my comment here is it's very accurate and powerful advertising environment. Twitter in Estonia actually is not so much or widely used in marketing, but also in startup business, all these investor relations and being in the community of your field, it's important to be part in discussions. So this is something you should at least create and be present and be aware of the topics that are talked about there. And finally, Instagram is like a visual friend of Facebook, where companies who have like really visual products or services can do very good marketing. So all the fashion, beauty, these kind of action products, things are marketed widely in Instagram. And you can use Instagram also with Facebook ad managers. So they have one ad manager per both channels. So you can boost, for example, your Facebook content to Instagram also. So let's move to strategy and walk through different steps that you have to figure out or write down. So social media strategy first starts with background. So do a research, watch what similar companies do, what is their best practice, and yeah, just write down maybe your competition and then go to what are your main challenges at the moment. So I think when you are starting, the main challenges is that nobody really knows about you, and maybe you need to build trust and what could be the other objectives or goals. Then you write down your competitive advantage, your strengths, what you want to communicate through all this social media marketing. And based on these three things, I think you can figure out what could be the main goal, main objective of your social media marketing and communication. Is it an awareness? Is it image? Is it traffic to your website, leads, subscriptions, app downloads or purchases? So that there could be really many different objectives, maybe client service, for example. Maybe employer branding, and different channels also could have different objectives, like strategy-wise. If you have your goal set, your objective set, then choose your target groups. One main target group who is like the most essential for your business, and then maybe secondary target groups also. But the narrower you are, the better. Like really, it's best to create a persona for your target audience. Then you can choose channels. You can choose channels which help you the most easily to reach your objective when you want to talk to this specific target group. Where they are they on Facebook? Are they on LinkedIn? How to get them best their attention. And really important part is value in the strategy. So you should ask yourself why somebody should follow you, become a fan, what they get from it, because people don't just randomly like go around Facebook or Instagram and just follow all the pages they see. They must understand really exactly what they will get when they start to follow you, and you have to define the value of your content. Sorry, somebody's mic is on. I hear a lot of noise.
Nikita, is your mic on? Can you please mute it?
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That's a problem.
Okay,
Thank
thanks.
you.
And then comes the content part. Usually when a company creates a Facebook page, they start posting and without even thinking to whom they post, what is the value, what they want to achieve with this post. It's like, I don't know, blog or archive for them. They just, when something happens, they post about it. We did like some investment round. Now we have like a physical product, stuff like that. But they don't think on the long run, on the long term, to whom this should be relevant and why they should, I don't know, click on it, go to the website or subscribe or read some more. Then also administration should be figured out, who's going to do it, where to get pictures, videos, to shoot themselves, to hire somebody to do it, to do a photo shoot, how all this content creation is planned. Like you don't supposed to do it like every day. You can do it like during one day, the content for the whole month, for example. Plan everything. So this is important thing to figure out in the strategy part also, and how to build a follower base, what activities you do, and how you increase your follower base like constantly throughout all the content creation, because when you don't have any followers, you have like little amount of followers, then all the content creation is like writing to your drawer. It's nobody can see it. If you don't use money also to get to the right audience, then it's just quite like wasted time. So it's better to have at least like a good amount of it's like every company has a specific or different need, how many followers they have to look legit. For example, if your investor looks your Facebook page and see that there are only 200 followers or fans, then they see that nobody trusts you. But when you have already 2,000 or like 7,000, then they see that there are a lot of people who believe in that idea, and this is really important, like maybe not to do selling or something like that, but to influence the investor decisions. And also what to boost, how you use money to get the content out to the right target audience. That needs to be figured out. So in this slide, this is a sample strategy, one pager. So it's after all these hours and hours of mind work, it comes down to basically one page. And it's really simple and easy. You can print it out and you can put it on your wall or somewhere close where you do the content creation. So you see all the time, what is my objective? I want awareness. I want people to know about me, or actually my target audience. And also I want image, for example. Target audience here, my existing clients and maybe marketing people, depends on the field you are. Value, what I give for people in order to them to like my page or follow me is I'm constantly giving out know-how. Trust, I build trust and I inspire people, I don't know, to do something. And what impression the people must have, they must see me as a market leader. I have long history and I'm best partner choice for you. So this is the impression that they could get from the content. And also some technical things that the content is, for example, in this sample strategy in Estonian, for example, 12 posts per month is enough, like good amount, like 3 posts per week. It's not too much, it's not too little. And the visuals for the content, we do original pictures, we shoot some videos, some designs, and also we do some client reposts, for example, to Instagram. Or this is actually Facebook sample strategy, but also you can use repost to Facebook also. And content topics, introduction of our CEO, introduction of our team, our clients' feedback, maybe some different services that we offer and our products innovation and maybe seasonal greetings also once in a while. And this content plan, if we put into the amounts, could look like this, for example, 2 team member posts, 2 inspiration posts, 2 good advice posts, and stuff like that. So this is something that helps you to be constant on your content creation. You see the structure of 1 month, and you can, if we use some content creation platform, for example, we are using Contentino, then there's a calendar in front of you. You can just put boxes on different days, right? This is a team member post, this is inspiration post, this is CEO post, and you can start build content on top of this skeleton basically, and you just basically fill the blanks. So it's not something you should worry or like worry every day that I must post something and do every day this content creation. Here's a sample of how I see social media marketing different stages. Most companies concentrate mainly on the first one, some on the second one or the fourth one, but this is like how ideally it should work. First, you must do something to get the attention of a target group with right messages, content, influencers, ads, whatever you could use, like posts with media budget behind them, getting attention. So this is the first thing. Second, getting leads. So getting their contacts, getting them to like you, follow you, give their email to you, visit your website so you can use website visits as custom audience for your banners. And then if you have their leads, you must create value for them because mostly nobody will buy on the first visit, and they need to know you, they need to start trusting you. So the value creation phase could be different depending on the company and the product. But the more value you give out as posts, as newsletters, the better. And finally, people are like feeling they owe you for all the good ideas and knowledge you have given them. And then comes the conversion, what you can get with a irresistible sales offer when the trust is earned. And that's not the end yet. Then comes the fan phase, where you can additionally communicate, upsell, cross-sell, ask feedback, reviews, and build community. So this is like how it could be, should be ideally. This is a really fun picture. It's a periodic table of content marketing that is like helper for the content creator. So I will explain a little bit. You can get these slides later and dig into it more deeply. But all starts and starts with a content strategy. So the small yellow square on the top left, and when you have content strategy, then all the other parts come logically. The orange squares are format. So you have different format of content you could create. For example, you can create an article, a slideshow, a video, an image, event, game, app, tool, ebook, print, so on. So when you have like run out of ideas what to do, you just watch this table and you see so many different types of different things that you can choose. I'm gonna do a video or I'm gonna do an article. So, okay, you chose article, but next, the pink one is content type. What kind of article could I do? For example, how to create something. For example, best practice or case study or statistics or interview or quiz or very many different content types here. Then comes a platform. So I will create the content, but this is not only for one platform. I can use it on my blog, I can use it on my Facebook, maybe on my LinkedIn. So there are different options where to use YouTube, Vimeo, Reddit, Twitter. Don't use all of them. Choose your channels and start with the most easy or what comes most naturally. One big mistake I see many companies do is that they get their first website where all the social media icons already on it, from the designer, and they create empty pages behind these instead of just removing the channels they don't use. So yeah, it's better to start with one social media channels, and when you have everything up and running and it's like business as usual there, then pick another one and go there. Some metrics, some goals, and the light yellow on the bottom is sharing triggers, and this is really important because when you create social media content and you know something about organic reach and how it's how engagement influences the organic reach. I will talk about the reach in the second. Then you know that you must have sharing triggers in your posts, so people will click on something. They will share it, or they will like it, or they will click the link, or whatever they do. This engagement increases the reach. So the posts that get shared or that will fly like virally could be A, funny, sexy, shocking, moving, unbelievable, controversial, cool, illuminating, random, zeitgeist, cute, uplifting, or disgusting. These are all strong emotions that make people share the content and click on it. So this is like some ideas what to do and what to orchestrate, how the content could go viral or reach bigger audience than just the press release. So have that in mind and look it more deeply. So reach, I will talk about reach. Organic reach is the amount of people who see your post for free. And page reach is the amount of people who see your post because you paid for it and targeted them. On the right side, you see two pictures, two columns that are screenshot from Facebook page insight. And you see that most of it is dark orange. Dark orange is paid. And light orange is organic or free. So on the right column, you see that there are some posts that are not boosted, and they have reached about 300 people. And the posts that are boosted are like 5,000 or 6,000 people. And on the left column, you see that all the posts are boosted. So nobody creates a post just to let it be there without any purpose. Every post must have a purpose, and when you have a purpose, then you can target the audience and put some money behind the post and reach that audience. So this is really important. 10 years ago, the organic reach was about 100%. So if you had the Facebook page of 10,000 people, you did a post, almost 10,000 people saw it. But today, the organic reach, it depends on the page, on the company. the size of the fan page, but usually it's like 5 to 20% of your fans. So if you have 10,000 fans on Facebook, when you do one post and it organically reaches only about 500 people, for example. Smaller pages have more than 50% organic reach. So it could be that if you have 1,000 fans, then also one post for free could get 500 people reach. And good content reaches more people organically. So why? Facebook algorithm determines the reach of the post. One part of it is engagement. So engagement is what people do with the post. If they just scroll and they don't touch anything, there is no engagement, and this post will be the reach will be decreased. And engagement is all clicks, reactions, comments, shares, everything that you can do actively on the post. And also engagement is video view if you view a video longer than 3 seconds. More engagement, bigger organic reach. Time is also important. Facebook tests the reaction of your audience during the first 10 or 30 minutes after posting, showing it to a small proportion of your followers. And if they don't engage, Facebook will limit your organic reach. And if first people who see your post react, comment, like, and share, then Facebook sees it as an important and will increase the organic reach for the post. So we use sometimes these kind of cheerleader groups. Our like co-workers or like the companies or the clients team or something like that. They have their Facebook chat list. And if you post something, then you post a link to this chat list and ask them, please go and like, and who wants, please share. And it gets a lot of this like first momentum for the post. So Facebook sees that, okay, it went live and a lot of people are already commenting and sharing and clicking likes. So it must be good. So the organic reach is like opened up and it will be shown to more people. And if there is no reactions during like first 100 or 200 impressions, then Facebook sees that it's boring and I don't want to bore people to death. So I will decrease the organic reach and I will not show it to anybody. Here is 2 samples of different posts. One is a giveaway. You can win 50 euros worth of fuel from Neste. All you have to do is react what kind of fuel you want and tag some friends to the post. And the other is it's just it's actually an April Fool's joke that you can insure your relationship now. And if you have a long distance relationship, it's cheaper. But you see that the page has 22,000 fans, and the total reach of this considerably funny post is only 4,425 compared to the Neste's post when they have 38,000 fans. It has 116,000 people organically seen it and some 7,700 paid reach. So it shows that if you make people engage with your content, the content will get a lot of organic reach. So a little bit about banners or using money to boost content. The easiest way when you're just starting up social media with social media marketing is to use the button boost post on your page. So this is the first thing that the admins of the page will do, easiest to learn, nothing difficult there. Just click on the boost post button, choose an audience, choose the budget and duration, and basically done. I can show you quickly it live also. So you see a post here, you click boost the post button, and you can choose, do you want more engagement or you want more website visits? If you want more website visits, you must give a link also, but let it be automatic right now. Then you can choose to whom you want to show it, to people who like your page already, or the people who like your page and their friends, or you have some really specific targeting in mind. You can choose demographics, age, location, and also interest. And here you can see right now Tallinn plus 10 miles, and you can see 480,000 people between age 18 to 65. So basically it's that simple. You can put every kind of interests in it also. And then you can put the duration of the campaign. Yeah, it suggests to do it longer than 4 days. For example, 20 euros, and you can see that you can get a reach of 1,000 to 3,000 people with that 20 euros during the 4 days. And if you have a link in the post, for example, then that amount of link clicks also. And post and done. But the more advanced way how to do advertising or promotion on Facebook is Facebook ads. You can start in business.facebook.com, or yeah, this is like the best way to do it. You choose objective, you choose budget and schedule, how many days, how long period. Then you choose your audience, then you choose where these ads going to be shown. You can send the ads or the Facebook posts to Facebook in mobile or in desktop. You can send it to Instagram, you can send it to Messenger, you can send it to Audience Network. So there are very many different placements where your ad could be shown. The suggestion right now is that you leave that automatic, so Facebook will show it to different placements and decide which will bring your chosen objective like the cheapest for you. And then you set up an ad, select a page, select for example event or whatever you want to promote, upload a picture and write text for the ad. And the thing is with the Facebook ads, the banners, like I'm saying to them, is that they look like content. You can't separate basically a Facebook banner from Facebook page posts, what is just posted. So both of them have sponsored, written under the page name. But for example, one is clickable and the other is just a picture. For example, if you click on the first one, the picture will just open big. And when you click on the second one, the whole thing is a link. Some examples. For example, the first one on the left is some Christmas campaign for Neste to download their mobile app. All benefits written down in the post, why you should download the app, and the install now button on the bottom. And it's really cool that you can show this ad only in mobile devices, and you can show iOS link ads only to iPhones, and Android, Google Play link ads to only Android phones. And you can even choose like which models you want to choose. You don't show the really old ones, for example. So this worked quite well. Here's another sample on the right that will have some incentive also. So it's not just about, oh, we have a cool app, you should use it, and all you can do with it, but this has some extra reason why to download and start using the app now. So for example, it could be a campaign that you could win something, you could win a scooter or fuel or something like that. So you just have to download the app, use it, and you take part in the giveaway. So I think that this kind of solution will work. It's not live, will work much better than this regular just benefits list. You think that you created your app and it's like the savior of the world, but but in marketing you must maybe sometimes trick a bit, so people will download the app. And here are some samples of Fundwise campaigns. I understand you also will maybe someday have a campaign on Fundwise to get funded. So these are some samples of different companies who asked people to become a small investor, to invest starting from 200 euros and introducing their products, what they do. So content creation, let's see what we have here. Estonian, I don't know, can we say startup or a company? I think startup. Barking is a parking app, and also I think right now already smart wash also. Just random company I chose to watch their social media feed, and what I found was like really visually great content, nice design, nice news. The first one is the video where the CEO of the company is giving advice. The second is like a campaign, you can have a free wash, and the third one is I think it's news coverage of the team going to, I don't know, radio or the podcast and talking something there. What you see here and what I see here is that this is really good content, but there are basically no reactions. So I see that the content is not posted, or the content is not used in marketing purposes, so it will reach more people to whom it will be interesting. So the second one, only 3 likes and 1 share. And the third one, like 4 likes, one of them the CEO himself. The first one, I see that the video content have worked better because 9 people have thought it's worth to share it. So this is better, but still the content is created, somebody spent time on it, and there is no big reach, I guess, on these posts. So obviously these posts are not getting the objectives they should. So here are my suggestions when you do content. The first, most important, in my opinion, is use attractive visual to stand out, because you see in these people who are standing with their phone with a dull face and just scrolling all the time. There are so much content, so many engaging, cool, different, crazy things to watch. And when companies are putting their ads or their just information out there, then nobody will stop scrolling and read it. So the first thing people notice is attractive visual. When the visual is eye-grabbing, grabbing attention, when there are some really big, bold, only like a couple of words text on the visual, then people can read it even if they are scrolling. So it's really important to have some big text on the visual in Facebook context. In Instagram, I don't suggest using designed pictures. The Instagram format is more like photo and video without any branding on it type of channel. But the second suggestion is, if you using boosting, if you're using media budget to get this post to your target audience, keep in mind that there is a 20% text rule on visuals. So if the picture is covered with text in logos and different parts, then Facebook won't allow it, it won't approve the boost. So it's better to use 20%. So if you take a square, 20% of the square, you can put really big text there, but don't put the other parts. Boost regularly, but, sorry, I have wrong word here, but only good, important content. So when you create content, you don't want to boost it immediately. You have to wait, I don't know, half a day, and see, does it get any reactions, or you use your GL readers to get reactions. And when this is like relevant to your target audience, when people who are liking your page are reacting to it and see it as a good content, then you put a boost behind the post, not immediately when you post it. It's good because you get first the organic reach, and then the ad money will help you to spread it to the right new audience also. Use correct format for ads and posts. Here are some samples. The safest way is to use this square image in Facebook and in Instagram. And if you do story ads, then it's 90 degrees turned full HD format, and link posts, different measurement, but use different size visuals if you use all the formats. Quality over quantity suggestion. Don't do posts because you just written down that you have to do 12. Do 4, but 2 really good posts, and use a bigger media budget to spread them. Use original photo instead of image bank. That's like really self-explanatory. People want to see you, a real situation, real product, not some woman eating salad and smiling kind of imagery. Use videos, and when you use videos, use subtitles for videos. 2 ways to do it. One is you can upload an SRT subtitle file with the video when you're posting it. The other is you have to like manually burn the texts when you do the montage or editing of the video. And the plan posts for longer period in advance, so you don't have to deal with it every day. You don't have to worry about it every day. So you can do many posts and just schedule them. And there are many different kind of content creation platforms. Actually, Facebook Creator Studio itself is already covering most of the needs, but we are using Contentino, and there are like several different Social Bakers has its own content creation platform, Hootsuite, and many different. But the thing is that this platform, and when you have like many channels where you create the content or bigger team, it will make it a lot easier. You can just write down some ideas first on the calendar, then put task to designer or a video guy or translator, and then have internal confirmation and so on. It's really good. Some content examples also here. First, we are doing a campaign right now to help the Estonian rescue workers to get the pay they deserve, and we did a couple of these kind of ad posts that will like get people's and politics attentions. And the first one is up right now. It says that come to help, empty suit is not saving lives, and this is not promoted or boosted yet, and it has 3,300 shares and over 200,000 reach already organically. So if you have good cause and you have like a really noticeable visual, when you scroll, you see that whoop, there is no man. You start to look and read, and then you understand that this is a serious situation, and all this trade union wants you to do is to share this post, and you see that you feel that, oh, I've helped them if I click share. So good sample. Here is an example of one company that is no more. It's Freshco. It was like an e-supermarket without storage, and yeah, it was closed. But the sample is that instead of doing 10 or 20 boring visuals, you spend time and do maybe, I don't know, 10 hours for one visual, and you get more attention and better result. So some other samples. This is the Christmas card for Silen, Estonian company who makes silent rooms, and this we did like this kind of stop motion movement. So instead of just a video or a picture, we created this kind of funny movement visual. Facebook has an autoplay, so all the videos that are uploaded directly to Facebook will start to play immediately. So when you scroll, you just see this funny Santa standing there. I guess you know about cinemagraphs. Cinemagraphs are also really fun way to grab attention. This Estonian guy called Virgo Haan is like the best specialist in Estonia to create them, and this was campaigned to SEB student card that wise guys are in a hurry or smart guys are in the hurry, so you don't want to miss getting your student card. And actually they were basically regular Facebook banners, but the visual is more noticeable than regular photo. And some cinemagraphs also for this Silen, Estonian athlete working or exercising inside the silent booth. Here's a content example of my wife's company. They are doing brand called You personal branding trainings, and they have their book, and they last spring decided that they will do 100 Facebook lives starting from, I don't know, May 2020. And right now they have reached like to 57. So they have each week they have one live with one like cool, interesting, inspiring Estonian person who has a strong personal brand online. And the whole content strategy in their case is that like they will do this kind of podcasts, videocasts in Zoom. Actually, they record in Zoom and they play it live on Facebook. So all the followers will get notification that Brand Called You is live right now. So this is really important thing. And they also upload it to YouTube also. And yeah, it's a lot of value for all the followers. Not many video views. They don't use media budget to spread them, but one sample of good content. One really easy way how to do something visually more noticeable 3D photos. All the phones that have more cameras than one that could do the portrait pictures with a blurry background. You can shoot the picture of your product, of your, I don't know, CEO client, and when you upload it to Facebook, you can choose use 3D photo, and it's like half live and a little bit crazy. And then some samples of videos that have been created really simply and easily. Basically, you just shoot a couple of photos. You use some video editing software, put big texts on it, so people don't have to listen what you have to say, but they will just stop for a moment, not scrolling, and they will read the text. I will show you the next one. Actually, we don't have much time. So the floor company, just a couple of pictures using iMovie, using Ken Burns, this moving slideshow. Or, for example, this is like introduction video how to use an app for the 24/7 fitness gym. So I don't know if you guys you listen to the audio or not, but the idea is that You don't have to listen the audio because all the texts on the video are self-explanatory. You just read and see what's going on, and you know immediately what to do. And one more, how to fuel up with Nest app. So you have your information in text, you have your video illustration, and then you have an animated app screen also to show how this whole thing works. So this could be, if you're doing an app, for example, your idea is to create an app, then you should figure out how to do the introduction videos for the app. Or if you want to be environmentally friendly and not use plastics, here is an example of stop motion video. Also really simple, like nothing difficult, and everybody can manage doing it. And yeah, we have finished our 1 hour talk, but I will show quickly a couple of samples of giveaway campaigns also, and what kind of reach they could get. The first one here is for Sokos Hotel Viru. The price for the campaign is 1 night in the hotel suite and plus 100 euros of shopping money. And the target was Finland. So it was not shown in Estonia, and it was shown only to Finland. And we got 580,000 reach in Finland with that game. And you see that most of it is organic. The little darker orange part is paid reach. And because of the 17,000 comments, 20,000 likes, and 800 shares, it got so big reach, and it was like really simple and easy game to participate. You could only show with reaction where the Viru hotel is. Second example, you can win driver's licenses, and everybody started laughing about it because it's kind of illegal to win driver's licenses, but the prize actually was the school for getting driver's licenses. And the engagement part on the photo or the picture here is choose with reaction which one you want. Do you want the motorcycle licenses or the car licenses? And also 5,000 shares, 5,400 comments, and a lot of reactions. Very good reach. 30,000 paid in Estonia and 6,000 organic reach. Or this small campaign, 245,000 reach. You can win this, I don't know, hoverboard. And the clever idea here was that in order to participate, you had to write down the name of the model you want to win. And on the picture, there is 10 or 12 different models, but no names. So you had to go to their website and watch through the whole product catalog in order to find the one you want to win. So they got a lot of traffic, they got a lot of followers. And yeah, you can see they also gave away a gift card or a bonus code. When you buy right now, you can get 30 euros off. So really, really good campaign. And here one last, yeah, also really easy engagement. Win tires, winter tires, and which you prefer. Do you prefer, I don't know, lamelles and spikes? What are the terms? But yeah, there are two kinds of people. One prefer one, the other the other, and there were a lot of reactions with that post, and 267,000 people reach. And then I saw this this parking campaign where they give away a weekend with Tesla Model 3. Really good price in my opinion, but only 130 reactions, 25 comments, and 13 shares. I think maybe the game was not very easy. You see that there are a whole lot of tasks what you have to do, and yeah, also it was not boosted, and maybe this is also a mistake. I think they didn't get enough app installs or whatever their objective was with that campaign. But now Q&A, and I will shut down my screen sharing in a minute. So
who is the brave one and make an opening with questions?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
hello.
Our market segment is hippies from 90s and 80s, and with this green thinking bug in their heads, what would be your suggestion or approach to make a strategy for them to target?
Sorry, I didn't understand the question. Green thinking, okay. Who?
Our segment is hippies with green thinking bug in their head. They all the time think about how will be world greener and so on. So what would be your suggestion how to approach the marketing strategy for them?
I think it's quite hard to use Facebook, for example, the ad engine, because people, I don't know, they don't check in that they are green thinkers. So I think what?
No. I know that they are them. What would you suggest? What works for them? What triggers them? Do you have experience with that kind of market segment?
No, for example, I can give you an example of Skoda, a new electric car, ENIAC. When we do ads and marketing for the car, we are not concentrating on the part that it's like a luxury or it's like really, I don't know, fast or whatever, but we say that it's a green choice. And in all the communication and all other our clients also are considering or concentrating more on the sustainable vocabulary, like using text that has green, has pure, has sustainable, these magic words in it, and also using visual triggers, some green leaves or stuff like that. So you can like target first visually, and then you can explain why your product is really good for them. If I understood your question correctly.
Okay, I will ask, there is one in the chat that if someone is speaking in video, and how much likely people will watch it, or it has subtitles. As I understand, the voiceover is quite expensive.
Yeah, when you're doing regular social media content videos, it's not wise to use voiceover for Facebook videos. Maybe for Instagram videos, it's good. And in YouTube, definitely, because YouTube 95% watch with sound, in Facebook 95% watch without sound. So the subtitles or the text in the video on the screen is like quite easy to do. And that's like kind of a must, because if you're using only voiceover or just person talking and they don't have subtitles, then you like most definitely not get your message out, because people are at work, in the bus, in the queue, in the shop or wherever, and they don't use sound if they watch social media content.
Actually, I asked the question, sorry. What I meant is if somebody is speaking in the video, let's say a famous person is talking about whatever, then how much likely will people watch it if there are subtitles, and how much likely they will scroll on if they see that, okay, somebody's speaking, but I have no AirPods. I cannot hear it, so they will miss this video.
Okay, I understand. If the video has subtitles and people can't use audio many times when the topic is interesting, when the person is interesting, when the first sentence talks to me and is interesting to me, I will just watch it and read it without any problem. And the video could have also like how to say, cover plans, not like all the time the person is head is in the video, but maybe they show some product, maybe they show something around, and there are subtitles below. I will read subtitles and then watch it, so it's not a problem. Like many times, better chance to get your message out than using the same video without.
Okay, thank you.
Hi there, Marko. Thanks a lot for the presentation. So the question, if you're in a BTC segment and you're starting with a small media budget of say 10,000 euros for the next half a year, what would be your approach to testing out the channels? Would you take a part of this budget and test it on 10 different channels, gather the data and then see, or would you just rather focus on Facebook for now and start exploring other channels when you hit limits on Facebook?
Yes, you are right.
Got it.
Actually, we had the answer in your question already that 10,000 euros is not a small budget. Okay, for half a year maybe, but for testing it's like really good budget. And the worst thing you could do is to divide it to like 10 different channels, of each of them 1,000 for half a year, and then you get a lot of data but nothing to do with that, or you couldn't test enough in one channel. For example, if you have 10,000 for 6 months, I would use for first 1,000 doing like a 2-week test, different visuals, different messages, different placements maybe. Then I watch what happens after the click, what you want to achieve. Do you want them to sign up, subscribe, download the app, buy something, and work on the following part? For example, your product. Not the ad part, because the ad part can only get you the initial like click, but the longer funnel comes after that. So this is the thing that you must, and without traffic, if you're just starting out, you can't like improve your product. You must have traffic, you must have visitors. So concentrate on getting more clients cheaper on your web page or on your app, and then make that app better. So it's not wise to just use all the money at once, get a lot of traffic, something happens, something I don't know, conversion rate is really bad, but what should I change? But use constant traffic and then modify your product behind it. And one channel, yeah. If you say that you are in B2C market, then of course Facebook, because it has the cheapest CPC, cost per click, and you can test different target groups. You can have like different ad sets or campaigns running maybe at the same time. You put like 2 different messages, 2 different visuals for 1 week, and you see, okay, this got me 25 cents a click, this got me 50 cents a click. I will remove that and do something more like this, or use similar target group like that.
Thanks. And if I can go with a follow-up question. So when you're setting up your campaign targeting, and for example, you have a simple metric, you're looking at conversion as a sign up for your demo, say product, and you're just looking at cost for sign up. But then if you optimize towards this goal and you have a wide geographic targeting, you will mostly end up with some markets bringing the bulk of conversions because the impressions are cheaper there overall. But for example, you probably won't get a lot of conversions from Norway because traffic in Norway is expensive overall. So how would you approach structuring the geographic targeting in terms of markets, clustering them based on, I don't know, like economic metrics, or just excluding the most expensive ones?
This is a very complex question, actually, because
Sorry.
if you have really many markets, you could run one ad that is in English for all of them. And the Facebook automatically optimizes and brings you traffic from the cheapest source, for example, from Poland. I don't know. And you don't get anyone from Norway. But maybe you have some goal that you need to have Norwegian people definitely on your site. Then you must do separate ad campaigns for different countries, like using I don't know, 100,000 euros per each country, and then see what are the results are coming from each country. The second part, what I heard is that you said that you're doing conversion optimized campaigns. Optimized for subscription, or what it was?
Yeah, like a sign up for a demo.
Sign up, okay. It could be that even if you said that you have a wide audience, and you have a wide audience, and the amount of conversions you get could be really low. So what happens is Facebook can't optimize the next impressions based on the conversions, and the whole reach will like be really small, and you will get your signups or subscriptions not much. I think it will be better at the first phase to traffic, not to conversion campaign, to traffic with different valuable blog posts, introductions, comparisons of your company with another one, and make people just be interested to come to your site, little bit read and go away, and then bring them back with remarketing using Facebook pixels, website visits, audience, and then ask them to sign up, because then they already know you. You can have a really small audience from wherever they got in the first round. And when you show them a conversion optimized campaign to subscribe, then it's more likely than they subscribe. And it's that initial traffic is much cheaper if you use traffic objective rather than conversion objective.
So basically focus on an awareness campaign first, and then
not awareness, traffic. Awareness is different. Okay. Awareness is getting a really big reach. Just a lot of people saw your post or your ad, but they don't react. You don't do anything with that kind of awareness or branding campaign right now. I think in the starting phase, it's really important when you don't have like I don't know, loads of investor money to do things, so you can like build up, and everything should be measurable. So when you do just branding, you don't spread branding on your bread. You need something more solid. So traffic.
Thanks a lot.
Do we have more questions?
I have one. What are your advices for our Prototrons who take part in Fundwise campaign now, and we have limits on the time? We have time only until 18th of June. Well, what we shall do to empower our land pages and no, in some terms results in this Fundwise crowdfunding as well?
Yeah, this is also a really good question, and I can just give you some thoughts or ideas, but I don't have a solution. What could fix it, but what I've seen is that usually the campaigns on Fundwise and Funderbeam that are getting funded and getting like overfunded are really good products, really good companies, and they don't need any marketing. So this is like a discouraging advice, but if you would present your idea your team, your goals and objectives really well, if the landing page is really good, if the introduction video is so good and every investor is like, I'm on board, then this is the most important thing. And what you could do with the banners or social media marketing is getting some extra, these small investors or these Sunday investors who will put like 200 euros or 500 euros in. So this is something you could do extra. What you could also do extra is that you have your own social media channels, like in really good condition, the trust part. For example, if you're doing a campaign on Fundwise, some like really hard ass investor looks your project and looks your team members, watches their LinkedIn profiles, watches the company Facebook page, and if they don't see that like the trust part or the content there, then they won't trust you to invest. So if you have a little bit more followers maybe than your competition, or people who already trust you, and you have good content, you have good quality photos, you have good quality videos on social media, then it will make it easier for the investors to invest in your project. But also, yes, some ads, some maybe, I don't know, tricks or promotions or something like that also could be really good to do to support the campaign, because as I understand, the companies that are on Fundwise are on really like different level on marketing. Couple of them are doing most of their marketing for the Fundwise campaign themselves. Some don't do actually much. So I think the more you are actively involved, the more you answer questions of I can't say investor anymore. I don't know why. Better. So yeah.
Can I follow up question that Fundwise Prototron campaign is a kind of simulation. Mm-hmm. That is very small shares, and the biggest effect shall be in the scaling of the message. And as I see already that what this land page sharing or mm-hmm. this Prototron campaign sharing is this knot place. But have you some tips?
You must bring traffic to this landing page. I understand.
Yes, not only our, but other Prototroners as well.
Okay, so you are all the teams working together to get a lot of traffic to all these landing pages.
I guess that it shall be maybe a good idea to give bigger attention to every participant as well. Not only our team's landing page, but all campaign, Prototron campaign itself to spread it.
Thank you, Andori, that you are pushing this topic. I will just a little bit clarify. So yes, this is the hybrid platform we have created with Fundwise. So there is no any kind of shares. There is like basically it's donation to help the teams to develop. For the teams, this is the first simulation of crowdfunding campaigns, of being visible and being like outside of the comfort zone, you know, to talk with normal people who can support them, or maybe to get some kind of pre-investments. But investments, it's still a donation basically. So it's really like everything what you have talked. I suppose we have talked also about it a little bit earlier, because as we see in previous batches, the best are working all kind of videos. If the team is making a video and posting and reposting it in social media and attracting. So it's still a competition in this Fundwise Prototron platform. It's a competition for the teams to train, to practice, to get in network, but also to gain as much money as possible. And for example, the last batch, the best team has been raised like more than 2,000, almost 2,000 euro. So it's not big money, but still it's much more than zero. So it's still like I suppose it's real campaign what they should do.
Yeah, still the real goal is traffic to the Fundwise site. So everybody. No?
But they can also make a direct, so they can what they can do, they can yes, this is a traffic for this Prototron Fundwise web page, but they can link it directly with their own project. So it will be,
so,
and the call to action is give money. Very easy.
Each team's campaign goal is to get traffic and people to give money to their project. So basically it's a traffic campaign that explains who we are, what we want you to do, why you should do it. And yes, of course, video is a really good way to do it. But if you post a video to a Facebook page where are like 100 followers, then nothing happens. When you share it to your own like Facebook profile, then your friends will see it. Maybe something will start to happen. Well, all team members do that when they like invite their friends, their family to do that the same. It gets better, but then comes the marketing or the money part. You can boost the video to the right target audience. What is your company's target audience? If you sell like pet toys, you can do a small campaign, maybe 100 euros, maybe 200 euros to boost that video to dog owners in, I don't know, in certain regions. So you specifically show it to right people, and they will go, and if they decide that your idea is worth something, then they will put money. So the money part, I think, even in this play around is really important.
That you suggest a boosting campaign, not very big, but small scale Facebook, but maybe Twitter, LinkedIn.
Don't use too many. If you have like a couple of thousand friends on Twitter, then yes, of course. If you have 5,000 or I don't know 3,000 connections on LinkedIn, do that. But if you don't have much, then you can post there. It's good, but don't use money on so many different channels. You don't have so much money that you can spread it around every place a little bit. Use one channel, Facebook, very good. Do a correct post that has a link right on top of it. So if people read the first sentence, there's a link right below it, and then comes another, like a whole bunch of text or video or whatever. Don't hide your link. If you post it, you want people to click on it and go to the page immediately.
Thank you.
What do you think is the best source of analytics right now? Like it used to be Google Analytics, like to target a market. Google was not so good. Facebook was like incredible, right? Do you recommend anything in particular right now for targeting?
I use both. I use Google Analytics and then Facebook Ad Manager. I will watch campaign analytics from Facebook and from Google at the same time. And there's a difference between them, the different methodics, how they measure conversions or sources where the conversions comes from. But I don't think right now you should consider on getting the world best analytics software. Maybe if you have like, I don't know, 10 million turnover and you want to like really fine tune and you have enough resources to do that, but these regular simple things will work really good at the beginning. So this is like my suggestions for all you guys who are starting up with your company. Don't concentrate so much on the outer things that you notice about other companies. Don't do a brand book in the best Estonian company who is doing brand books. Don't buy a website that costs, I don't know, 20,000 euros. Do the basics and most essential thing at the beginning, and when you are growing, when you already have traction, when you already have this social proof, you can always buy these things or concentrate on these things later. So this is the example that people are starting companies without website. They have only Facebook page. They don't have website because it was much easier to do a Facebook page and they invite a couple of friends and start doing business than building, I don't know, WordPress website for themselves.
So we have a couple of minutes. Here's still a chance to ask something.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Mikhail from Aerostat H2H, and I have a question. We have now 1,000 plus followers, and our audience is now something like 90% Russian speaking here in Estonia. And must we have two languages, Russian and Estonian, in one post? And if yes, what language must be first if our audience is more Russian?
Very good question, and it's actually more of a technical kind, or it could be also a strategical kind of question. I've seen many companies whose audience is Estonian, Russian, English, doing 3 languages in one post, and they kind of look ridiculous. That it starts with English below or something like that, and they have different blocks, and then they have this stripes between the text. And actually, if you turn on the possibility to do multi-language post from your page settings, then you can put in one text and then plus write this text in another language, choose Estonian, choose English, and then if you post the post, then it will be shown to the person in their chosen language. So they will see only one language. But the picture is still only one. You can't choose different pictures for different languages, but different texts, it's so easy. And basically, you just see one language, you see that this was meant for me, not that, oh, this is in Russian, I can't read it, or this is Estonian, this is not for me. So this is really good idea, but there comes a like phase in your company where you must decide, is it okay to do this kind of multi-language content because you want to have some videos, you want to have pictures with text on them also, and many bigger companies have created Facebook page to Estonian target, Facebook page to Russian target in Estonia. No, yeah, of course.
We also have one in English already at H2H for Business, but this one is one, and we think must we do the, both Estonian? I don't know.
But right now, I think when you're talking about 1,000 and they have gathered to the page, I don't know, organically, maybe using some media budget, but you can choose, you can create the fan base you want to. When you boost the content to Estonian speaking people, you can get like 5,000 Estonians in 1 week, basically, to follow your page. So right now, the situation what you are in is not determining what you should do. You should have a strategy what you want. And if you want to sell something, B2C, for example, then there is a lot more Estonian speaking people in Estonia if you're like local here than there are Russian people. So take it into consideration.
Thank you.
I think Mintis had one more question. Yes.
The following question. And if we choose 2 languages in one post, which language must be first in such situation?
Yeah, actually, the technical solution that I talked about, that when you turn it on from the page settings, there is only one visible for the person. So if I read Facebook in Estonian, I will see only Estonian text. I don't see first and second. If my Facebook settings say that I like to read in Russian, then I will see only Russian text. I would see
for example, on the picture. On the picture, we must do 2 languages, for example.
Then don't use any text on the picture.
Okay.
Really, it's good. And also what you can do is like you can do one post that is, I don't know, in Russian with Russian picture and one post that is in Estonian for Estonian audience, or you use only banner for Estonian audience and the post is not actually present on the page at all. If you use money to spread it, you can do separate and you can target different language groups with money. So this is one solution. And one more thing, that the people are quite often worrying about other people understanding their content. The translation button is pressed in. For example, if I'm Russian and if Estonian language is not something I understand, Facebook translates the Estonian text automatically from me already in Russian. So this is also a possibility that people will understand if they want.
Okay, thank you.
Well, time is up, and we'll take one last question. Kuntis, you had some?
Yes, I have. Thank you.
Go ahead.
I have income, and what is needed goes to operation costs, and what's left. What you suggest? What is the common practice now? How much of that goes to marketing, and how much of that goes to product development? What is the common example right now?
This is actually not a suitable question for me, because I don't know the industry you're in. I don't know the costs of your product development. I can't give you some formula how to divide the overall budget between marketing and product development. I think that they should go hand in hand. So there is no point in doing product development if nobody knows you and if you don't already have attention and then maybe first paying customers. But how to divide that, I don't know, 70-30, 90-10, I can't tell you the formula.
But,
you must test and see how it works.
But from previous experience, how do others do that in hardware related companies? Do you have some experience in that?
No, I can't say I have. I've seen companies fail because they put all their money into building a product, and when their super e-shop is finally ready and they are waiting doors open for the clients to come, they suddenly understand that, whoops, nobody will come. And I should have invested, I don't know, half of the budget to marketing and used only like MVP or something to get started. But I don't know. Ask some other mentors. I'm not the correct person to answer that.
This possibility will come soon. So respect our time. Thank you, Marko, for today's webinar. It was very interesting. And I think several of us will rethink their actions in social media, me, myself included. So I hope you will share the slides and I will write a short summary and everybody who wants can look them through. Is that okay?
I will share the slides, and I really appreciate if I could get feedback from you. So write down what you found important, necessary, interesting, or what else you would have wanted to hear, because me and Kylie, I think we are starting to do these things regularly, and it would be really good to know what are your expectations, because I was kind of a little bit in the dark today. I prepared the presentations on my own gut feeling, what would be interesting for you. But if you have suggestions what I should add to this small short presentation to concentrate more, then I'm really happy for that. Thanks.
First of all, of course, more time for Q&As.